Dude, listen to this. Some guy commented, he's like, "What are you, 5'2"?" What the? I didn't even I didn't say anything about that, bro. Anything. I was like, I just got a short looking face, bro. I mean, I guess I kind of do. I got a tennis ball head, but still. So, about a couple months ago, I went to my friend's house. We ended up making a video on their side of what happened when it came to them not being friends with me. And yeah, this is the video. So, enjoy. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, these are my friends. Dan, get in the.
Yeah, dude. Mr. Half Face.
Yeah, what the.
About being.
Hold up. Wait a second.
Eric, get in here, dude.
All right.
Oh.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric.
Oh. Bro, what the.
But yeah, anyway, Andrew has a following of some people that comment on all the.
I see his shorts. I see him.
He's got the shorts.
Yeah,
The kettlebell swings.
Yeah, I see the kettlebell swings.
Yeah, dude, I finally finished that because I fucked my shoulders up. Yeah.
No, dude, take time to heal.
Yeah, I only do it on leg day, which is twice a week now, so that's pretty good, dude.
So Andrew's biggest video was the one of him being like, "Yo, I ain't got no friends, but look who's here."
Pretty true. Yep, these are my friends from high school, actually. Yeah.
Since T-ball, thank you.
Men have
T-ball.
Men have to support each other.
Mm-hmm. Like a bra, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. And here we are now.
That's a controversial statement for some reason.
What is a man? What's a man?
Yeah.
He's quiet. Alright. Let's get it, baby.
Yep. But yeah, after I made that fucking video.
Andrew, why'd you stop being friends with us?
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Why was that?
Number one. This is what happened. All right, so this
What
guy,
happened?
you
Me?
got
What'd
the
I do?
timeline wrong on hating me, and then
Okay.
Dan followed suit because you held frame into the relationship.
Okay.
So-
So is it
Yes.
is it me copying Dan all the time, or is it Dan copying me? Which is it?
I'm
Okay,
saying right now that I
it's-
copied you with
Oh, okay.
hating you.
Oh,
It's
okay,
different things. It's like there's socially and then politically.
Okay.
Yes.
You do the rundown then.
Okay, so the fucking group chat, right? Why did I leave the group chat? Well, these guys were not wanting to hang out, and I don't know if anyone knows this, but if you get into the situation where you watch all your friends hang out every fucking day, they're like, "Hey, you want to go to whoever's house? You want to go to whoever's house?" And everyone says yes, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, good deal." And then they intentionally leave me out, bro, consistently for months, dude. I think like it's kind of warranted for me to not be in that situation. It's kind of bad. It's like wicked fucking bad, bro. That's just like torture, like some Guantanamo Bay
No.
torture shit.
Should we
bro.
respond to that, bro?
Isn't it
Nah.
implied that you're invited if we're talking about it in front of you?
No, because I said, "Yo, can I go?" And you said, "Bitch, you're."
Well,
But it's
isn't
just
it
in the street
implied that you're invited if we're asking in front of you? Like we wouldn't intentionally leave you out, being like, "Hey, let's all hang out without Andrew." Right
In the
front
group
of you.
chat, yeah, we would be sending messages separately.
No, you did it for cause and effect, baby. Okay, for effect, you guys did that. I promise you.
We would have had a different group chat,
No,
and we never
listen,
did.
listen.
Yeah.
Shh. So we
We
worded
swear.
this. We
We swear.
worded it saying, "Andrew, you're not invited." We said that.
You're not verbatim, no, but there was definitely an implication.
We're also starting halfway through the story.
All right, yeah. Let's back up.
All right, so
We're not at the beginning.
I think when we started to fall apart, it was fucking when I was 20, late 21, early right around when I hit 22 years old, I think.
Yep.
And
It was.
I relapsed for like the 6th time, dude. And like I said in the last video, I get that shit because, you know, there's a reoccurring thing. So obviously, you gotta cut off fucking losers in your life, you know. If you feel like there's not gonna be any value for that, hanging out with that person, you just gotta cut them off, which I understand coming from them. But yeah, it was. Hold on, when was this? I think it was right.
Yep.
When I was working at, and then ended up
And then
getting
you got
fired.
Mhm.
And then
Why'd you get fired, Andrew?
for heroin, dude. Yeah, dude.
Falling asleep.
I think this is a known thing.
Was
yeah.
that when you fell asleep at your desk or in the bathroom?
When the dude was walking by and showing people the place or whatever, and you were falling asleep on the whatever you were supposed to
So
be
I
on.
was sitting down on doing the Pactive fucking check shots, and yeah, dude, the CFA trainer, he fucking walked past and I was sleeping, and then he told the supervisor, and then they're like, "Andrew, go to the supervisor's office after," and I was like, "Okay, fuck," And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to suspend you. We really take falling asleep pretty seriously here, and you can be back at work in like 5 days or something. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So then, dude, I came back, bro. The next day of back to work.
What?
The dude caught me falling asleep in the same fucking chair, bro. Same chair, bro. And then they're like,
I hate
yo,
when that happens.
go to fucking supervisor's office and it's not supervisor's office. What is it called with the females in the fucking office?
HR?
Yes, go to HR. And I was like, okay, fuck, bro. There's no way they're gonna give me 3 strikes. This is my second. I'm done. And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to terminate you. I apologize, but they didn't even say I apologize. But I'm like, honestly, I wasn't even sleeping. I was like blinking. I actually said that. I was like, the angle that they looked at me, it made it look like I was sleeping. I really wasn't, dude. And in my head, it made sense, but it didn't.
But this is all like what was going on in your life.
Yeah, this
Right.
has nothing to do with them. I got off, of course. Thanks. For
Well,
getting me back on course.
yeah,
no,
we're getting back on
to it,
course,
though.
but it still like comes into play with like what
Exactly.
was going on at the time.
Right.
So-
yeah. So anyway, after I got fired, I think I was still hanging out with them here and there, and
We went to Seabreeze, and
Went to Seabreeze. That was probably the start of it. Honestly.
yeah.
Looking back.
So we went to Seabreeze and we were all like super stoked to go. We got like all day passes or whatever. And as soon as we get there, me and Dan look in the back and Andrew's just sleeping. We're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, this is gonna be fun,
yeah,
man.
Which is funny because I never thought about this, but I do remember that we stayed in the parking lot for like half an hour or an hour.
Just waiting
when
for
we,
you.
Yeah, when we first got there,
Mm-hmm.
and then
ready for beef.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
just slumped.
yeah, we couldn't go inside at the time.
And you were wearing a bandana. I remember that.
And yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because we talked about
The
it.
black bandana. I think so.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah. Well, you had a blue one too, right?
I think I had a blue one. Right.
Yeah, it was either the black or the blue one. But yeah, so we were in the parking lot for like an hour. Went into Sea. It was a good time at Seabreeze.
It
Yeah, that was
was till it
great.
rained.
But then it rained, so we were only there for like 2 or 3 hours, and then we got the rain checks that we never ended up cashing in.
Yeah, never ended up going back.
Because Seabreeze sucks if you're in a doll. It's like what the people probably thought we were like 3 fucking
Yeah, right.
No, honestly though,
older dudes. Like what the fuck are you doing at Seabreeze?
we still look pretty young, kind of, dude.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
still
at the
think
time
our
we were
kids.
young.
We were
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. But was Darien Lake before or after Seabreeze?
Darien Lake, I think. Dude, I was sober for that. I'm pretty sure.
That's what I thought too.
So it was
yeah,
before.
Yeah. So Seabreeze had to be after.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously went in cycles with drugs, dude. I was sober, and then we hung out.
So
and
so
then-
this is how I remember it. It was like it was a 6-month cycle that like you were on. It was like you'd go hard for 6 months,
then lose
and
everything.
then lose everything, and then be normal, and then 6 months later you're back on it. And
Yep.
the progression was like we went through probably two or 3 cycles, and at least 2 of those cycles I didn't even know what was happening. So
What do you
by
mean?
the third one,
When I dropped my needle in your car.
well
Yeah.
that was like the 5th or 6th cycle. That was
Yep.
so- well, that was the last straw. That was the last straw for me. So, but here's
That
how
was
I
the
remember.
last
it.
straw, bro. We
That,
still
that
hung
was
out
the,
after.
no. That was the last.
It was
time
the
we hung
last
out.
needle
There's
in
no
the
way.
haystack.
That was the last time we.
Come
hung
on,
out.
guys.
No,
No
it
one.
wasn't. You remember?
No one.
No, I'm not.
No.
So I said, you guys said it was the last straw. I said it was the last needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
Come on now, that's
But-
bars.
I'm pretty sure we still hung out.
All right,
after
all
that.
right. Well, we'll figure that out after this. But
Doesn't matter.
here's the cycle stage, right? So there's 2 cycles, and then I started to notice, and you were like, I remember you saying this. You're like, Dan, I've been doing this shit for a year, and you haven't noticed. And for like 6 months of
I
that, I'm
noticed
like,
that.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't notice. And then it was like 6 months after that was like it was a fucking exponential.
Drug. frenzy?
Yeah, like usage, like
Always nodding.
and then yeah, within a year
Or going
after
into my
that-
bathroom and like my parents hearing you crush shit up and just going.
You did that at my
And I'm
house
like-
too, dude. And
Like we can still hear you with the water running.
Yeah, that's true. I did do that.
yeah. So how I remember it is like all these events had happened or whatever, and then we were hanging out in your driveway like we always did, and you dropped the needle, and I was like, I can't hang out with him anymore. And I think what you're well, okay, so maybe there's 1 or 2 more times because the last time I think we hung out was you had gotten back to me because all you wanted to do at the time was watch video like movies, TV shows.
Dragon Ball Z.
So you were using me for my torrenting ability,
Oh
Honestly, I wanted a reason to hang
And-
out with you, kind of though.
which might have been the case.
Literally.
And I wanted to, I still miss my buddy, so I hooked you up with a bunch of shit, like a bunch of anime and movies and all that. Gave you USB, That was the last time. But it was only one time after you dropped the needle in my car. And then because I went back on our Facebook after we started talking again to see like where we had dropped off, and it was like August 2018. And
it was the last time we talked.
Yeah, it was like 2018, and it was like we were hanging out, and then there's a 4-month gap between like May and August or whatever, or a 3-month gap. And in August, you were like, "Hey, bro, like," or you asked me a question about how to get torrents and like how, what to download or whatever. And then I told him, and you're like, "All right, thanks, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And then that was it. Like, and then we never talked. Not 2018.
Well, I also said something to you after. It was like a year after that. I tried like talking
on
to you.
Messenger.
No, not on Messenger. It wouldn't be on Messenger.
Just text me.
Yeah, I started texting. I'll bleep that out. But yeah, fucking.
It's a 309
I was like,
area code number.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's California? Isn't it like?
There's a whole bunch.
What? Oh, it's 609, right? No, it's 609.
609 is like.
There's 415.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
415
right.
is Cali. I know that's.
Okay.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. So September
Right.
25th, 2017, when we were talking.
Yep.
When
I
you
was
constantly
asking
got weed.
about.
at my
So
house
yeah,
going
so
out.
that already was.
And then I hit you up a year almost later.
Yep.
But dude,
2018.
I was trying to
Nah.
get your attention, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the touring thing. Yeah,
Like
and I
a-
remember that. That
like a
was
little
yeah.
whore.
We had already stopped. So it was what in September. So September of 2017 was like when we stopped hanging out.
So I was
and then
22. We're
August
22.
of 18. You reached back out.
April.
April of 18, yeah. So I knew it was like a 4-5 month somewhere in there gap.
7.
But yeah, it was, 7.
Right.
Reaching out about, and I kind of knew that, but I was like, at that point, and I remember thinking this, I was like, oh, he's just using me because he just wants something to do in his free time,
Right.
and he's bored and shit.
You really thought that, though. You really thought that.
Because, yeah, you would come over and I'm like, oh, he's like,
You must use.
Yeah,
I did.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you use me for my,
Probably, yeah, that last time that we
the
had
last
an
time.
interaction. Yeah.
All of the time. Dude. See what I'm saying? It's
Wow.
kind of weird because it's not. You wouldn't really say. You don't really believe that when you say that.
What do you mean?
That I was using you just to fucking get shit to download, dude.
Maybe that's
You
how
know
I felt
not
at the
true.
time, but not anymore.
Well, no. So
You know that's not true.
I knew that you were reaching out because you wanted to reach out because we hadn't been talking. But there's also that other side of me where it's like, the thing is, with addicts is like, there's like this charismatic factor that they can have where they're gonna act a certain way to like get something that they want. So at the time, it wasn't like when we were hanging out, you were nodding off. So it wasn't about hanging out with me. It was about like you just wanting to do whatever you wanted to do, which was come over, get movies and shit. So when this had happened, I was like, all right, well, he just wants movies because he wants to fucking nod out and
Oh my god,
watch
bro.
some nostalgic shit. But I also knew that you were reaching out to me
Hell
because you wanted
yes.
to talk. But I was like, well, I don't want to deal with that because this is actually what you're trying to do. That's how I felt.
If you
about
felt,
it.
I mean, yeah, I can't tell you how you felt, obviously, because that is.
And that's just like the base level. That's not like why we stopped talking or anything. That was just like how I felt about that specific interaction.
Right. So, yeah, and then we ended up not hanging out. But then remember, I hung out with Tyler at one time.
I know.
And
I
then
was
you're like,
there.
no.
Yeah. Yes. It was.
Oh, you were there at that
Tyler,
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
There
then
was another
I
time
got
I was
invited.
talking
And I
about.
didn't go.
Well, you didn't go either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, so I was hanging out with Tyler and we went to the skate park and we broke a skateboard there and we were just fucking skateboarding, bro. Yeah. And then Tyler was like, yo, we're pretty close to Justin's. I was like, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to see if he wants us to come over. We can hang out. So, because he hasn't seen you in a long time. And then he hit Justin up. Justin was like, no, dude, fuck no. Andrew's a fucking heroin addict, fucking loser, dude. I will leave my house right now. A fucking loser, bro.
That's
Remember
a
when he
little
said that,
over
though?
exaggerated.
Did you
I
not-
didn't say that word for word.
It's not verbatim, but
Not
yeah,
verbatim,
that's the
but
gist, probably.
Basically, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, dude, what was the reason
And then
for
you
that?
know what happens? I get addicted to heroin.
Yeah, dude, literally, bro. And then he hangs out with him for the rest of the time, bro. For 5
But why did you
fucking
do
years,
that,
bro.
Dan?
Here's the thing. This is what I gotta say, and this is gonna hurt Justin's feelings, but it's the truth. But me and Justin talked about this the other night, and like this fucking guy right here was my best friend for fucking ever, and
Yeah, dude.
Like there's like you can do heroin, like you can sniff it or whatever, but there's like sniffing and then shooting shit, right?
I get it.
Even like the shock factor.
Bro, yes, when I found out one of my people were shooting it, I got like sick in my stomach, though.
Yeah,
it made me sick.
You get like mad nervous
stomach,
and you get like
and,
almost
you're like,
butterflies, bro.
Not them, dude. They're not doing that. I know exactly what feeling you were talking about because I saw that shit when I didn't think this person was gonna shoot up, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude.
And I know how it is like with resentment because I know that you feel this, in that like you become resentful because your friends like abandon you and shit. And this is something that I recorded that I was like planning on talking about. Is that a lot of times like you hear people who are like, oh, they left me when I was at my lowest, and it's like, but they don't consider the fact that we were there the entire slope down, right? Like we were there the whole time, and then eventually we get to the point. It's like we put up with this for a year, however long it was,
been giving you ultimatums and kind of telling
like
you
trying
like,
and it gets to the point where it's like you can't do anything about it, and either
I'm
gonna watch one of the people that I care about the most themselves. And it didn't even like really peak until you dropped the needle in my car, and then I was like, all right, now it's to the point of like no return where I can't watch my best friend die because it's gonna hurt way worse if I'm still friends with him and it happens than if I'm not friends with him and it happens. That's how I felt about the situation, and this is what I was saying about hurting Justin's feelings was that like he wasn't my best friend until after we stopped being best friends.
Yeah.
And even though we were good friends before then. But it's like you have a lifelong friend versus a friend that you've been friends with for 5 years. Like the level of
intimacy,
no homo.
But literally though.
But that's how it is. Like the level of care I had for this person is like I can't even be around this person. Whereas with Justin, I cared about him enough where I'm like, I feel like I have to be around him or can be around him and can help him. Where and you're because you guys are very different people. Like. Mm-hmm. You know, me and Justin are both, I think, two codependent people. And maybe you consider yourself codependent, but you're also one of those people that you have more drive than either of us.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean by that?
Okay, Andrew, you were like, yo, I'm gonna learn how to play through the fire and
the
flames.
Gym, look at all of our muscles. Like,
that's the gym, through the fire and flames, guitar, everything, bro, everything. Yeah. If you just put your mind to something, that's what I was telling my mom. Even like when we weren't friends, I was like, Andrew's honestly like no dick sucking, but I was just like, Andrew's one of the smartest people I know in terms of things that he wants to do. He's going to get it done no matter what, and he's going to perfect it and just do it to a T. You know what I mean?
So driven.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you're right, dude.
What do you mean?
No, well,
Look at your muscles, bro.
Even if we're not right, this is what we all think about you.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, well, like to have somebody that's so much more driven and like you were the only one able to have any control in the situation that was happening. Like I felt completely powerless. Where with Justin, I feel like I have a lot of influence in a way where I'm like, okay, well, if I'm friends with him, like I can help him through it. Whereas with you, it was like there's nothing that I could do. It has to be you.
That's what you thought?
Like, that's exactly what I thought.
That's why it was hard.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Because we knew you could do it.
And you know, it's not like I didn't like when Justin's house burned down, right? You texted Justin. What did I do when you told me that Andrew texted you? I started getting fucking teary-eyed.
Oh, yeah,
really?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, man. I was like, fucking Andrew, dude. I almost started crying because you reached out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, fuck, dude.
And,
that's kind of crazy.
And what we said when we first started hanging out, and you're like, oh, I knew you were going to say that. Like, I literally was waiting for you to text me because of that factor is that I knew that when you were ready and you felt like you could, you know, reach back out to us, that you would. And then you would know, like, you know, I'm good. We can hang out. Like, I'm the fucking Andrew that you knew.
I did that though. I already did that one time before when I was working at Americold and
yeah. And I remember that.
Yeah, and then you guys still didn't want to hang out. I think
I'm pretty sure.
This was like right when. Actually, this is right when I left the group chat. Yeah, because I was like, "Yo, I'm sober now, and you still won't fucking."
That was when you were at, right? You lived.
No, never lived in. Well, I mean, I live in. Yeah, so yeah, I was unemployed for a year, dude. I stayed at my parents' house, bro. I did nothing, bro. I watched One Piece, bro, for a year.
Yeah, and you can.
I'm talking about watching animes, you know.
Dude, I fell off wicked fucking hard, dude. Yeah, but I was sober for that shit. But I had no car, no fucking bitches. Obviously, no anything, dude. No job. I did nothing all day, bro. It was horrible, dude. That was a really bad year of my life.
But you still weren't sober at that time, though.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't
for a year when I had nothing. Dude, how would I get drugs? I had no car, no anything, bro. Yeah, dude, I was pretty sober, bro. I was on Suboxone, dude. But
so maybe maybe that's what I like vaguely remember. I mean, I do remember you reaching out to me at that time. And you're like, hey, you were in at that time when you reached out. I remember that. Because you said you had your own place or whatever.
It sure wasn't.
And no, it definitely wasn't. And or you were just living with Timmy. But you definitely weren't at your parents' house when you reached out to me. And then
and then it was one time I
was this
to see
also
if you can give me a ride to work, and you guys were like, nah, dude, fuck you.
Yeah, well, was this around the time that we hung out at Tyler's? Because, like, 2 years after we hung out at Tyler's, and it, like, compounded, like, you showed up, dude, and you were a fucking bag of bones.
Yeah, I was, bro. I was skinny that day.
And we made chicken on the grill, and you were just eating the chicken like you just got out of the pen, dude.
Oh yeah, and I remember you telling me about that, bro.
I don't want to like dehumanize you or anything, but it's like I just like felt so like sad, like looking at you. I was like, damn, dude, like this dude's fucking fucked up from drugs. He's skinny as fuck, like, and he's starving, and he's just eating all this chicken. Like, it was like a. I was like, well, clearly nothing has changed. You're in this position right now. It's like, this is exactly what I didn't want to see. I mean, and Tyler convinced me. He's like, oh, come over, hang out. And I'm like, because this is my best friend, I wanted to see him, be good. And then it was like so heartbreaking. Like, this is Andrew that I know, like jacked homie, fucking energetic, and it was just, scrawny bag of bones, fucking just trying to get a meal in. So it's...
Yeah, it was pretty fucking... Dude, But... It was also my fucking ulcerative colitis was acting up, bro, because I got that shit. Yo, when I was at his house with you in there, remember when I had to go to the bathroom a couple times before I thought I was doing drugs, bro? I was shitting blood, bro.
Well, that did happen, but I also heard you sniffing drugs in my bathroom, too.
Yeah, so. those timelines.
And it wasn't quiet.
Never.
It's never quiet.
Oh my God.
We're like, Andrew, the downstairs neighbors can hear you. I don't even have neighbors downstairs.
Oh boy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I was extra skinny because of shitting blood, bro, like 20 times a day, bro. That shit sucks.
But you had that, and we're still working out and not skinny. Like when we were going to the casino back in the day and all that, you still had it just as bad.
I had what just as bad? Oh, my ulcerative colitis, my blood shitting. Yeah, dude.
You had that since like 10th grade.
Yep.
That was 16, dude. 16 when I got.
And who was the only person to ask about you when you were out?
Was it you?
This guy's gonna pretend like I don't care about him.
I don't know if I remember correctly, dude.
And then there's the people in the YouTube comments who are like, I don't know. There's one guy. He's like, I don't know. It's kind of suspect that these guys just want to hang out with you after.
Watch your back, bro.
It's like after 5 years, you're like, hey, I wonder if that guy's so addicted to heroin. We should be friends with him again because maybe he's like.
We should fuck him over, bro.
What ulterior motive would we have?
YouTube comments. Don't read too far. I saw a lot of positive ones too.
It's mostly positive.
Whoever wrote that, I hope you.
I saw a ton of positive responses in the comments.
Well, yeah, dude. It's talking about an embarrassing thing that no one wants to be in that position.
Yeah, I focused on all the good ones, and I thought
the only ones you really notice are the shitty ones.
Yeah, dude, that's how your brain's wired because you think of it as like a problem that you have to solve, So you want to fucking solve that problem, and you're way more likely to react to that shit.
On the good ones.
Yeah, dude, it's hard sometimes though, bro. Oh my God.
So many people on the internet.
Yo, this one time, bro.
Say whatever.
Listen to this, dude. I was doing kettlebell swings. I was like day 7 in, bro, and then dude, listen to this. Some guy commented, he's like, "What are you, 5'2"? What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't even I didn't say anything about that shit, bro. Anything. I was like, damn, bro. I just got a short looking face, bro. I mean, I guess I kind of do. I got a tennis ball head, but still, bro.
Better than having this noggin, bro.
You can take some damage to that.
Oh, bro. Trust me, I have.
Get headbutt fucking, a lot of things.
All right,
absolutely.
So here's a question though that I wanted to ask you though is definitely leave that in because it's fucking hilarious. But anyway, the question that I wanted to ask is, are we bad friends for abandoning you, right? And I already know my response no matter what you say. because I have this plan. But I just want to know your opinion on that. Is like, do you think that we're bad friends? Because I think the internet will probably say that. Well, I think anybody that has struggled with addiction will say that we're bad friends.
But bro,
because I think that's a common thing.
I don't know.
It's just like,
never mind.
Just try to pretend you're me for a second, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
What do you mean I was you?
No, definitely. Yeah.
this is what I'm getting at, dude. And then and let me fucking first preface by saying, like, these guys don't really owe me the friendship, I guess, you know. I'm my own person, yeah, but it's just kind of crazy. Like, they fucking dropped you, and then when you get back to start hanging out again, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Justin was addicted to heroin for like 5 years, bro, and I was by his side the whole time.
2 or 3.
You're just like, what the fuck, dude? If you were in that position,
Yeah,
bro,
but
you'd be
Dan was
fuck, bro.
Dan was also worried about me too, so like that was part of it too.
That's good that he was worried about you.
There's that aspect of it because like Andrew's like, I mean, this is just the difference with people. It's like Andrew is like probably the strongest, like the mental fortitude that he has out of all of us, and Justin's not like that at all. So the level of concern that I have for the two of them and dealing with, like, if two of them are in solitary confinement, I'm more worried about Justin than I am Andrew. Like,
Let's just say I have mental health issues.
I'm not trying to expose you at all. I'm just saying that's
I don't give
just
a fuck.
the level that we're at.
Yo, honestly, dude, what's weird for me is like, in like certain aspects, bro, I'm not like that, dude. I get wicked talkative and hyper when I'm around my fucking best friends because I'm just like, yo, I can be myself. And then if people don't like accept me, dude, I still got my fucking best friends, bro. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm way easier to be myself. But when I'm by myself, bro, and I go out in public and shit, it's not the same, dude. I'm not a super.
Everyone's like
crazy
that
hyper.
though.
No, you don't understand the fucking polarity between the fucking two, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I'm pretty
Like,
obnoxious.
it's like an
with my
introvert
voice.
thing. It's an introvert thing.
It's something. It's definitely something. The INTP thing.
Yeah.
People. Yeah, if you know people, you're way more fucking outgoing, and then once you're completely by yourself, but sometimes I can still be like, what the fuck just happened, dude?
Is your computer done?
No, dude.
Battery.
Oh my god, it's low battery, bro. I freaking forgot about something. Hold on. Oh my god, I didn't even bring my fucking charger.
What is it, USB-C? Because I have my laptop charger with me if it's USB-C.
It's a big fat one. Oh, this one right here.
Oh, nope, definitely not.
Definitely
That's an
not.
old-ass fucking computer.
This ain't old, bro.
Well,
I can't believe, bro.
We'll wrap it up.
I even like told myself, I'm like, yo, make sure you bring your fucking battery because it's gonna die. Fuck, bro. I'm gonna have to do it again, but yeah. Anyway, do I think that
This
you
is
guys are
part
bad
one.
friends? Yeah.
Do you think we're bad friends? Yes.
Honestly, dude.
Let the internet decide.
Yo, dude.
Leave a like and comment and let us know.
Okay.
Are we bad friends?
All
Or was our level of concern warranted for not wanting
What we did.
to be
Think about this.
heartbroken?
We all wanted the best. Andrew.
Exactly.
We all knew that you could do the best.
Think about this. Whoever's watching this, right? You have your fucking best friends, and then they drop you because you were addicted to drugs, and then years later, dude, you go back to hanging out with them, and then you find out, bro, they were fucking just. I know what you're gonna say, yeah, but you're stronger, bro, dude. I wish you saw me, buddy. I really did. Wish you did, because that is not really the case, dude. Not when. Yeah, dude. I don't.
Only you can make that change. I'll say that. But here's one last thing that I want to say
I guess you're right.
before the laptop dies, is the difference between. So like you're saying, like, I was still friends with Justin even though he was dealing with his shit.
Right.
There was times and periods where I stopped being friends with him
Months on end.
for months on end because of the
We
same
wouldn't
issue.
hang out. He wouldn't talk to me. Nothing.
Yeah, but didn't you live with them for like?
No, that was.
But,
I wasn't
but
using
that was way before any of the issue started. Once the issue started, like, I did the same thing to him that I did with you, but it was like I felt like I had to keep going back because I was worried about. It's a solitary confinement thing. It's like I felt like I could leave you for 5 years and you'd be okay, and you were. Whereas 6 months for
okay,
Justin,
dude?
I was like, all right,
That's 20 years.
That's like 20. It's like
Yeah.
dog years for him.
Exactly. Seriously though.
Yeah, I guess.
So
that's what you believe, dude.
all I'm saying is that I wasn't like, oh well, I'm just gonna ditch Andrew and not treat Justin that way. Like, I was separating myself from both situations when they had happened. So I'm just like defending myself here a little bit.
I get
But
you.
but I was consistent with the abandonment. But I also never saw any needles being dropped or anything like
I didn't use needles.
As crazy as that. So
yeah, but what's crazier, having a needle or overdosing a few fucking times?
I mean, have you
How
ever
many
overdosed?
times?
How many times was it?
I don't know.
So you're
in general,
agreeing
or
there's
like
a lot of times where you overdosed, and then you weren't like, "This is enough, dude."
No, he wasn't there for all the times. He was only there for one or two. One.
Well, no, the second one, yeah, after your dad found you. But both times I stopped being friends with you afterwards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
For a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of consistent.
My name's Andrew. My friends are dog shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing, man. It's like you guys are my best friends, and I don't want to see you guys die. And especially because if I felt like I'm helpless, I like me being just like sitting there watching it happen. It's the worst possible fucking feeling that you could have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
because
you
there's nothing
feel
you can
like
do until the person wants to stop.
even you being there for them isn't enough. So it's like, well, it's not going to matter if I'm there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's.
Yeah, I guess.
It's draining on both ends. But like when you're on the shit end of it, yeah, you have that resentment towards people where it's like, oh, well, you left me, and it's like, well, I saw the whole decline, dude, and you get to a point where you're worn down, and.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right.
That's where I was at. But you can give your closing statements, and then we can let the internet comments decide.
Well, everybody, I really wish I brought my charger.
There will be a part 2.
Dude, I can't even believe that
we'll
I
do part
forgot it.
2.
I literally double checked everything and I forgot it. But yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. These are my fucking friends. I guess we're friends now. I mean, if we end up not being friends, dude, we'll always have this. I guess if he wakes up tomorrow, he doesn't fucking like me. He fucking wakes up. He's like, hey, I hate this guy. We'll have this still. And if any of us die, dude, we'll still have this, and they'll be here forever. So that's pretty cool.
On what do you call it? On a server that'll outlive humanity.
Yeah,
it'll be there forever.
Ooh.
Isn't that kind of...
Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. I was thinking, like, if I ever... Cause,
like, this is the only video that AI has of us, right? It has to recreate our conscious through this video.
It would not be right. But
No, that would not be right. No.
No. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Yep.
Shit.
But, yeah.
Hell yeah, boys.
We're gonna fucking do a part 2 one day. I don't know when it's gonna be because I work a fuck ton. Maybe
Well, let's try to do once every 2 months at least.
Once every 2 months, dude?
No.
I want to do once every month, but we want to set
Once
the
every 2
expectation
weeks.
too high.
Once
So
every day. I'm just kidding. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Subscribe
That's
to
a lot.
Andrew's
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
you subscribe to our
Yo, you see this
Patreon,
shit? Like, how-
and we're gonna die soon. So sign us up.
All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Goodbye.